According to Charania and Sam Eck of The Athletic, Mark Jackson has emerged as a finalist for the Sacramento Kings job. Sources tell them of The Athletic, Kings GM Monte McNair has begun to notify candidates whether they will move on to in-person meetings. So if any more news, you know what, I'll break it. But look, Mark Jackson, everybody knows this guy as the guy who gave Steve Kerr the Golden State Warriors. He built them up, and Steve Kerr took them to the next level. I want to hear your thoughts down below. Do you guys like, the idea of the Sacramento Kings hiring Mark Jackson? Okay, right now he's just a finalist. That's why it's question mark at the top of the video. But Mark Jackson, the man. First off, if you guys don't know this, he's a former NBA player, so he's clearly, an NBA coach. And he's been a trio, with Jeff Van Gundy and Mike Breen. And he was a coach for 3 years in Golden State, and they only missed the playoffs once his first season. And then he compiled a 121 to 109 record, and his last 2 years were awesome. And he's a guy who showed that he can be a coach, okay? And look, in his first year, it was actually the lockout year, which was pretty crazy. So I want to hear your thoughts down below if you guys agree with this, or what are your thoughts with all of this, okay? And he was originally on a 4-year deal, but, he ended up not playing through it because they took Steve Kerr, Steve Kerr won the team's first NBA title in 40 years, which was absurd. And I definitely think it'll be interesting. Also, people forget that Mark Jackson's known for the teardrop shot, which is one of the crazy stuff. Plus, the 5-second back to basket is also known as the Mark Jackson rule. So, because, it would prohibit players from dribbling with their back to the basket for 5 consecutive seconds, because he would back down opposing post players for 15 seconds, and the NBA hated it. Either way, you think about De'Aaron Fox and, the roster of Davion Mitchell and Domantas Sabonis. Would he make this team a lot more perimeter based, being the coach? I think it'd be interesting. I think he could really, really help, help the team. And I think he definitely could be a guy who, makes his team go back to the playoffs. Again, Mark Jackson, I didn't really follow the Warriors back then, so I don't know much about his coaching style, but I do know that this is a team that obviously, it's been a minute since they've had any real types of success, so I think they definitely would like, to have a chance, to go and be what they were hoping to be. So I want to hear your thoughts down below.